All right. I'm trying, yo. I'm trying.
Feel me? What's going on out there? Feel me? Dirty white hoodie on. I'm out here. Drinking water, all that shit. Mike's is limp. We in this bitch. Take a sip to that.
I know that all the New York in you just got offended when you said Mike's is limp, and you ain't even say pause afterwards. Because I know New York niggas, y'all get offended. As soon as niggas say the word Mike, y'all niggas just assume it's some pause activity going on. And you didn't say pause afterwards. I'm like, oh, he on the roll. He don't want to stop.
There's also something about New York niggas that just want to be disrespectful too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we you know what? I would think that Murder on the Beat is from New York because New York niggas ain't nice. You feel me? I don't want to be nice. I feel real disrespectful today. You know what I'm saying? I got dirty stains. I got black stains in my damn hoodie, and I'm still wearing that shit. You know why? Because I'm a pretty motherfucker, and Harlem's what I'm repping. Tell my niggas quit the bitching. We gonna make it in a second. You feel me? We be the Hold It Down boys. The HID Boyz in HD. You know what I'm saying? That's work for my Cody right here. You know what I mean? I'll be the incomparable, the unstoppable Quan. I would give you the last name, but you know what? That's for my wifey. You feel me? How y'all feeling out there? Y'all can't say nothing because you're on camera. How you feel?
I feel great, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for introducing the show in chronological order.
Trying to be better. First of all, I caught what you just did. I caught what you just did. My mom had to process it too. I was like, he really just did that shit. Yeah. Oh shit, chronological order. Yeah. I fucks with that.
Yeah. Like my co-host just said, this is the Hold It Down Pod, so we talk hip hop. Let's say hold down pause. Okay. Hold it down pod. Where we talk hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole. I am one half of your tag team host, you know what I'm saying? The unstoppable bloodbath.
Explosions, nigga, for your hoes, Trojans, nigga.
I would just like to say I appreciate you for introducing the show this week. You said what the show is. That's the least I can ask for. The most I can ask for. I apologize.
Hey, new year, new me, nigga. You feel me?
Same explosion sounds though.
Hey, that's what we do. We out here. Cheer. Shout out Atlanta.
The Hold It Down Pod is broken up in a couple segments. You know, first segment is Hip Hop Shenanigans, aka Quan's favorite part of the show.
That's a bomb for that shit, nigga.
Then it's the battle reviews, and then we do our artist of the week and my closing remarks type stuff.
You dig? For you glass jaw niggas, we out here, nigga. What's poppin'?
We're gonna start off with Quan's favorite part of the show, but clearly he's already hyped and ready to get into the foolishness.
Bow, nigga. We out here. What's up?
All right. I'm trying, yo. It's like, all right, how many sound effects nigga would do in like a 2-minute period? Like,
this is what we do, nigga. We on the road, nigga. You feel me? We out here. We rolling. Keep rolling.
You the most hyperactive like sound engineer, adding all these unnecessary ad libs to the beat. Like,
so I'm out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Speaking of a nigga who cannot be out here no more, Lil Uzi.
Damn.
Uzi got the. All right, so people don't know Lil Uzi got a diamond implanted in his forehead, and this ain't no run of the mill. You know what I'm saying? Diamond like Sauce Walker got in his cheek. That teardrop. Nah. Uzi got a $24 million. Well, it's valued at $24 million pink diamond implanted in the middle of his forehead. And if you haven't seen the pictures, which I'm assuming you should have by now, by the time this comes out,
you haven't seen them shits.
It is ugly as hell. And
bro, I just have one thing to say about that.
You're an idiot.
You were supposed to get on the first click. I didn't think I was going to do all that. If you haven't been able to pick up yet, I highly disagree with that young man's decision to put a diamond in his cranium during these times. You know what I'm saying? Where
it don't matter what time is it. Any time you should be putting diamonds in your forehead.
I just feel like right now it's definitely one of the worst times with niggas not getting money these days and shit getting more and more violent these days. It seems like COVID done let niggas start blasting niggas like it's the 90s again. And I see all the memes. One was the most accurate one. It was when it was a nigga. Okay, it was like when Uzi Vert, when concerts come back and Uzi Vert jumps in the crowd, right? Mm-hmm. And nigga was showing himself playing Left 4 Dead, Now you know how Live for Dead goes, right?
Yeah.
Nigga got caught by a liquor, so he was getting dragged. But then he was surrounded by mad zombies when it happened, so he was getting dragged and beat up by the zombies. And niggas like, oh, they jumping me. I was like, nigga, this is what's gonna happen to Uzi, and I hope it doesn't, but that's what's gonna happen, because you know why? It's not just a diamond in his head. It's been very much advertised that this shit is $24 million. Y'all niggas know how I feel about when I'm a sidewalk nigga, and I just see niggas walking around with wads of cash, and I'm just like, you ain't tough enough to be having this wad of cash around me. I'm hungry, nigga, and you gonna be walking with a with a $24 million diamond on your head? Bro, I will Thanos you, my nigga. Straight up. Oh, like, bro. His own niggas be saying that shit. Like, some niggas that know him be like, when I see Lil Uzi, like, that shit crazy.
It's like, you know, like, his security guards have to be paid very well.
That nigga gonna have 6'9" security times 3. Times 69. Like, that shit is wild. Like
this nigga gotta have the most elite security in the world. This nigga got Goku and them protected him. Cause, like, dog.
The funny thing is, I feel like if this nigga does not get in some real ass situations over that decision, he might be one of the realest niggas alive. And I doubt it, because niggas is hungry and niggas don't give a fuck about who you are. Nigga, if the president had 23 million on his head, that nigga could get it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas killed that nigga and didn't get no payment. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, not that nigga, but niggas has killed presidents for no payments. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what, 23 M's? Oh, off with your head top, my nigga. Oh, God. Uzi, be safe out there. Be safe, because I really am against this decision for many reasons, but your safety might be one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, it was like, and then another thing, speaking on his safety, he said, like, I saw a tweet where it was bleeding, and he was just like, if you don't get it taken out correctly, he could die.
And I'm just like, why do that to yourself? Because you know what? Let's put it like this: if it's really that real, and I'm pretty sure nothing really bad happened to you, what if I got beef with you, Uzi? All I gotta do is just punch you square in the face.
Hard.
You know what I'm saying? And that nigga's small as hell, but niggas will vouch for that nigga like he ain't no pussy. You know what I'm saying? So, but it don't count if you ain't pussy and all you gotta do is just get clocked in the face one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be able to weave everything, my nigga. Like, that means I can kill you with one hit. Like, a one-hitter quitter. You feel me?
I don't know about kill, but I can, like, yeah, you could easily injure that nigga.
Niggas gonna kill Calicoe over that shit, bro. Like, come on, son.
Yeah, sure.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah, I hope he gets taken out soon, for real. I also heard somewhere he's still making payments on it, so it's like,
I heard he was making I think he paid it off.
He did?
Yeah, because they said he was making payments to get it. Like, he said he's been making payments since 2017.
Okay.
I mean, it is an expensive thing, so I don't mind the payments, but yeah, he just now like got to the point that he could like pay that, like, he got it.
Got you. Okay.
I didn't know he was gonna be putting it on his forehead though.
I feel like the people who sold him the diamond didn't know he was gonna do that either. So
yeah, that's
what I'm interested in now though is trying to figure out what was his inspiration, because like all his face piercings and stuff.
Anime.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I can't think of any anime niggas who have that in the middle of their forehead, except besides Vision. That's a comic book. It's not the same thing. So it's like, besides Vision from Avengers, nobody pops in my head.
Sailor Moon.
That's different. That's a tiara. That's not part of her head.
All I know is when she went like this, and there was the diamond in that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was. All the sailors had tiaras with the gems in it, but that wasn't part of her forehead.
See, I don't know, because the thing is, like, I'm not the biggest Uzi fan, but I feel like for those that really do follow him and like the cult fan base that he kind of has like some other shit going on with him. And I've never taken that shit serious, because niggas talk that shit, or niggas always want to be satanic or on some other weird shit, but nigga, you still flesh and bone, nigga. Like, I don't want to hear no nigga talk about you're the devil and you can still get punched in the face. Like, it don't sit right with me. But not speaking about Uzi, because I don't want to speak aggressive towards Uzi. I still rock with you, even though I'm like rock with that decision. But I just know he has some other stuff going on, so I don't know if that might be part of his like other stuff. I remember he was also the same artist I was talking about. Like, yeah, at 27, I'm gonna kill myself or something, because I want to die young and die a rock star. So, you know, the fact that it's Uzi doing this stuff, it's like it's surprising, because you know, who would think that somebody would do some shit? But then every day we get a nigga that pushes the envelope on how far niggas will do to do the most. And if it's Uzi doing this shit, it's like made it less surprising that it was Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Because Uzi does unorthodox things, like, you know, check the nigga fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the forefather for a lot of niggas dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? Chokers and you know all kind of spikes and shit. You know, blending cultures.
I agree with that.
So,
I agree with that.
You know, I mean, it was wild, but it was like it's also Uzi. So please be safe out there. Please be safe. I just can't fathom having twin. I'm a naturally paranoid nigga. I am a sidewalk dude that does somewhat okay in life right now, and I be paranoid sometimes when I feel like somebody looking at my car too much. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even from the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So if I had 23 million or 24 million worth of anything on my head top, I'm like, I would never leave the house. I'm like, if I'm gonna go check the mailbox and they're gonna eat me alive. You feel me? Like, so I just worry about his safety. That's really my main concern when it comes to that diamond.
I feel that.
Especially when niggas can come outside again, like legally, like not just Atlanta.
Well, speaking of a nigga who needs to be worried about his safety, Silento.
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 I only know because the song, you know, it was all over social media. So
Sure. That nigga. He's getting charged with killing his cousin.
Yeah, that nigga was charged with murder.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, so I was like, hold up. For the people who don't know at home, that's the nigga who made like Whip and Nene, that guy. That he apparently, allegedly, he killed his 34-year-old cousin.
Yeah, allegedly that nigga murdered his cousin. He's been charged with murder.
Yes, and I don't know what to think.
The scary thing that makes me it almost makes me believe it because he wasn't a gangster rapper at all.
No, he wasn't. And I remember
always the niggas that don't try to be tough that really will be the ones that will murk you.
And it was like after it came out, remember it was something about like his lawyers were trying to like say that he's mentally ill, something like that. They was like trying to like lower the charges, something. I was like, oh yeah, he's mentally ill, he needs help. That's why I'm like, but how you shoot your cousin multiple times? You know, they're trying to plead insanity basically. But said the nigga was shot multiple times.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't say because I'll tell you what. Not calling a nigga one hit wonder, even though he is.
What other songs he got?
True. He got other songs. I've seen. He got other songs, but none of them were like hits, like at all. None of them pop. So maybe that could attest to why he only had one hit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why he couldn't. Like at least when somebody gets a hit, you'll know their second attempt. I don't even know where the second attempt came. Like I didn't even hear like, oh, this is Silento. Maybe he got another one. And then it just goes wrong. You know, for every crank that there's a Soldier Girl. You know,
the Soldier Girl was also a hit
in the moment, but if you playing
looking back, hell no.
I hated that song.
Hell no, but in the moment, it was a hit.
You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna lie, I hate Soldier Girl now, and I might be alone on this, but I hate Kiss Me Through the Phone. I hated it when it came out.
You never liked Kiss Me Through the Phone?
I hated it. Even though he invented FaceTime, I'll give him that. He invented FaceTime. I hated that song when it came out.
Yeah, I ain't like Kiss Me Through the Phone either. I didn't. That was like one of the biggest Soulja Boy songs I didn't like at all.
But yeah, but Silento, I only know him for that one song and that song only. And actually, I think I got another. Nah, we ain't gonna go in that. Cause I got the nigga that did Juju on the Beat. I heard some wild stuff about him too, pertaining to OnlyFans. But I'm gonna just say right that because I feel like
I don't know
that
where
right
this
there,
is going, but I don't want to go over there.
That right there was like that's pretty much the door. I'm pretty sure you don't want to open.
No, I'm straight over here, player.
To make it even worse, for those that do want to know what's going on, just Adam 22. he got the story.
He got a story for everything. I don't know who keep telling that white man everything.
No, not even white men. Why do Vlad and Adam 22 know everything about these niggas? Like, why these two niggas? Why do we do this every fucking time? Like, even when we have the power, any white man that be around us, we give them the power. You know what I'm saying? Excluding Eminem, because he actually earned his shit. You know what I'm saying? But even niggas that earn their shit, now they can't even get full credit because niggas come through and just be white in the midst of us, and we just find ways to give them clout.
It's like the only, I think like in hip hop, like one of the very few white men who earned his stake and then like he did his thing and like but people like let him do his thing on his own. Rick Rubin, famous producer for Run DMC.
Facts.
He was white. He made great beats, but he never became like the face or like the backbone of Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? Like he made some solid beats. Great. He worked with a couple other people, and then he went on about his business. And people still talk about Rubin. No, I wanted to work with Rick, but Rick Rubin don't be out here like not that I know of like making careers no more. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I seen him like do a few interviews like when Jay-Z was dropping Magna Carta and Holy Grail, he was in the studio just chilling, listening to the joints. Then I think he had an interview with Andre 3000. I think he had an interview with Kendrick Lamar before Damn came out. I've been right around the time, right when To Pimp a Butterfly came out. You know what I'm saying? So he be in the cut chilling. He don't be looking for no attention. But when we have niggas like it kind of sucks because I've heard you say your opinion about Adam 22, and I disagreed because I was introduced to him differently. Like, I was introduced to him for having the interview with niggas that were like popping like on SoundCloud.
That were coming up.
Yeah, but he would get them niggas real early. Like, he would be the one that have an XXXTentacion, rest in peace, interview before that nigga was like really respected. Like when he was just like, when he just had like one joint that niggas know. You know what I'm saying? He'll get an interview with a nigga and then we're like, oh, that nigga ends up becoming a legend, but Adam 22 gave him an interview first. It'll be like a real long one, like an in-depth one, not, niggas just get 10 minutes just to get, clicks. That nigga will be like, nah, we gonna dive into you, we gonna let you tell your story, young man, like we gonna know about you. You know what I mean? But it seems like recently his shit has been attached to other shit. He still gets good interviews with niggas, but it'd be a lot more bullshit going on with Adam 22.
His brand has become real gossipy.
Yeah,
that's
Vlad been trash for years.
Came out trash, gonna stay trash.
Yeah.
Stop talking to that man.
Yeah.
Stop it,
bro. And then the worst part is like I feel like niggas know and they still give him interviews. Like there's mad interviews of niggas calling that nigga a cop, and he will headline the shit as Lil Baby finds out I'm a cop, or Lil Vlad is a cop. Freaking Benny the Butcher found out he was a cop. Pee Wee Longway knew not to answer any incriminating questions. Like only a few. I'm really starting to see only a few of you niggas is really smart. That's why I really question if y'all niggas was criminals, because these days I don't know how you can do a crime. Everything has a camera. You guys gotta be at least a little bit smart, or just God gotta fuck with you niggas the long way that you niggas can be out here active and not get life. Triple life before you even got pubic hair. Like y'all niggas trip me up, bro. When I seen Lil Bibby don't even do interviews, my nigga.
He don't.
And he's back with a recent interview, and this one was like different because I don't know if niggas know, when these niggas is over there confessing their lives to freaking DJ Vlad, he ain't even in the room with them, and that means pre-COVID. They be talking to a laptop. You know what I'm saying? They be talking to like a camera or something. And then like what he does is he comes and overdubs his question with actual audio so it sounds high quality. You know what I'm saying? But that's why when you see these niggas interviewing, he's not even in the room. But this one with Lil Bibby, which is really funny that he does that, but then with this interview with Lil Bibby during coronavirus pandemic, he's in the room with him. It was weird. But yeah, Lil Bibby got a freaking interview with dude, and Vlad is in the room, and they're just talking. I'm just like, I don't think Lil Bibby would want to be attached to what Vlad's name is attached to.
Especially the way Bibby trying to move more and more behind the scenes.
Very much. But I don't know what it is. I guess some niggas talk.
They just like the publicity, I guess. I don't really know.
I guess so. You know what I'm saying? I guess so. I feel like niggas like Vlad because Vlad doesn't really like push back too much. He'll try to get the information out of you when he has bad stuff attached to their name, but for some reason it's much easier to have a nigga try to really incriminate you and get you to say shit that you're gonna say because you want the clout, as to Charlemagne, who's gonna make you look dumb if you say something dumb. Like niggas rather incriminate themselves than be challenged mentally.
I guess, but
that's how it feels. Or be told that you're whack if he doesn't like your shit.
Well, I know a nigga who nobody likes his shit. Nick Cannon. He
one of the goats.
Nick Cannon, I've got to run this news by you. He apologized to the Jewish people and to Viacom and all them. He said, first and foremost, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. On my podcast, I use words and reference literature I assume to be factual to uplift my community. Instead, turned out to be a hateful propaganda and stereotypical rhetoric that painted another community. No, paint. I don't know why I said painted. That was wrong. I was wondering why it didn't make no sense. For this, I am deeply sorry, but now together we can write a new chapter of healing. Nick apologized and took everything back. That is why Wild 'N Out will be coming back to MTV.
I'll say this. I ain't never had no franchise that makes as much money or is as popular as Wild 'N Out. So, as much as we hate when, when the man talks down on the white man and then takes it back, if there was going to be a reason you would do that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let's die with your pride, or, you know what I'm saying, a lot of black people especially can eat off of this shit if you just say sorry. Alright.
But didn't he come out and double down on that shit?
Oh, niggas always gotta double down. Niggas always gotta double down. You still gonna apologize? You still gonna say sorry? You gonna say sorry, nigga. Nigga Kevin Hart did the same shit, bro.
Nigga said, you think you gonna get down and lay down?
You gonna get down and lay down, bro. It's like this. And it's like either way, if he never apologized, I was gonna respect it. If he's apologizing while I'm coming back, I respect it. I'll tell you what, I probably would have respected if he apologized and didn't get shit from it. Then he was just stupid. But the show's coming back, and I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people on there. I feel like it just gets better and better throughout the years. Like Wild 'N Out was one of those shows. It's not. It was Wild 'N Out might be the YG of like MTV. Like it wasn't supposed to be this good. It wasn't supposed to be this respected. You know what I'm saying? They get real good people on there. Like it really separates, the internet comedians from like niggas that are really funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect avenue for niggas, shout out to the 85 South show. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like DC on Fly, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean. It shows the difference between metaphors and real rap.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
So I respect that show. I'm glad to have it back. Niggas can get a check, niggas can still feed their families, still eat. You know what I mean? And for those that don't know, shout out to, DC on Fly. His move he made when that show was taken out. You can do your own research on that. But, you know what I'm saying? I guess, hey, there's mad niggas that have apologized and sucked the white man's dick for less. Not saying Nick Cannon did that, but niggas have sucked white men dick for a lot less. If I'm making millions off my show and niggas take it away because they have the power to do that because they don't like something I said, I'll take back what I said, bro. Like,
it's one of the things where, like, I can see it as for the benefit of all the people who I was looking out for by having the show.
Yeah.
I would apologize. If it was just me, I would stand on my shit till I die. Like, nigga, I said it, I meant it. Fuck what you talking about. But if it was like this type of shit where it's like, all right, I got kids and stuff, I gotta feed my fam.
Yeah.
I'll walk some of this shit back to take care of what I gotta take care of.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, because I know some niggas is gonna feel whatever about Nick Cannon with it. I do be feeling like sometimes it's only when you're black that you gotta like have a hell and die on that shit. It's like it's only when you're black you gotta die with your pride. Like, I'm not mad at him for that. I'm not mad at him. It's not like he had a freaking 16-hour job and had to suck the white man dick to keep that job. This show is making millions of dollars, and from this point on, he could probably take the money or take what he's learning and gaining from Wild 'N Out to possibly have his own shit. So, like, in the future, niggas can't take that shit from him if he says some shit. Like, I feel like it's one of them you live and you learn situations. So, Nick Cannon's a smart dude. I feel like I'm not mad at him for apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe you be more informed and educated than I am. I don't know if the shit he said or claimed was even false or not, but I'm just not mad at him. I'm not mad at him for that, honestly.
I have nothing else to say about what he said about the Jewish people. I don't really remember it all off the top of my head. So the only thing I remember is when he said that black people were the original Jews. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Everything after that I really don't remember, to be honest with you.
And I'll tell you what, nigga Vlad said did kind of the identical shit, and he's still getting fucking interviews from us. You know what I'm saying? He said some wild shit about Farrakhan. And the only niggas that stood up for that shit was I think Godfrey and Lord Jamar. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga ain't apologized yet. And guess what? When a white man wrong, that nigga ain't never gonna apologize. White men don't double down and double back. It don't happen often. Have we had an apology from Don Imus?
No.
And from my knowledge, when that nigga called them chicks nappy-headed hoes, even if they was nappy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember who said that, but I remember somebody did say that shit. It was like he called them nappy-headed hoes, and he was like, I mean, their hair was kind of busted. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But I remember when they got fired from the show, I think somebody signed them on for some ill amount of millions. So, you know what I'm saying? You see what happens different when white men get canceled and when black people get canceled or whatever. But, you know, shout out to Nick Cannon, man. He provided for his family and shit. And I like Wildin' Out. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he's going to move smarter. So.
All right. Speaking of a nigga trying to move smarter, Ja Rule.
Where's Ja?
Where's Ja? Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? We got positive news. Ja Rule, he completed the online program for Harvard Business School. He completed a course in entrepreneurship essentials. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Shout out to Ja.
It says, I'm reading this exact.
Just don't have a fire festival. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, now he can make a fire business because he got his entrepreneurship essentials course. I'm reading exactly what he put with the certificate says. Mm-hmm. It said this certificate program introduces a framework, people, opportunity, context, deal to evaluate opportunities, manage startups, and finance ventures. I'm very proud of you, Ja Rule. I'm really trying to stay.
Shout out to the ink.
The thing is, like, he completed a little online course. Cool. Mm-hmm. The way all the headlines are is like Ja Rule completed Harvard Business School, and I'm like, y'all not gonna do this.
This
is what y'all not gonna
give
do.
him more credit than what he really did. By
this look now, and like it make it even funnier because like the caption he put on the tweet was, "I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but," and then he posted a picture of his little. I'm not gonna say little certificate. He posted a picture of his certificate. It's like, okay, nigga, you completed one course.
Mm-hmm. Cause niggas is not gonna read the fine print. They're gonna be like, oh shit, that nigga completed a course at Harvard. It's murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I saw that. I was like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta mention this because, you know, since y'all doing something positive. I love to talk about positive things going on in hip hop. I really do. I try not to just say negative stuff.
Shout out to Black positivity.
So you know what, Ja Rule, I'm not gonna make any jokes. I'm not gonna say nothing bad.
I will. That nigga gonna have a whole show on Stars called Strength, just to spite 50. I'm just glad that there's some shit in the news that has to do with Ja Rule, and he's not talking about 50. Yeah. I swear I am tired. Irv and Ja, I am tired of y'all niggas talking about 50. Please let it go.
The only nigga talking about 50 right now is Floyd, because Floyd said he'd fight 50, but then
I know he bad, but he didn't read that shit. That nigga said, I've been doing good in this academic. I still laugh at that shit to this day, bro. That nigga really got caught in. We've been in this academic, this whole shit.
Cause 50 made fun of that nigga, dog, but it was crazy. Like, our last episode, we were talking about the Harry Potter book thing, and then right after that, later that day, Quan sent me that clip, and I just laughed all over again, bro. Cause like the way that he says, you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, nigga. the way he swore his mouth was like, nigga, like he pursed his lips like, nigga. Oh my God.
What makes it worse, I wasn't even aware that there was a second video.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, so the Harry Potter book is too much.
Yeah.
And then he got somebody else. I forgot who it was.
I think it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel to actually like double the show or add on to the donation. And he was like, all right, I'm just going to make it a page of the Dr. Seuss book. Yeah. And I ain't going to lie, I did not, we ain't got that video. He never did it. He never did that shit.
He never did it. Dog, I would have did it just for charity, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Like, even if I don't like a nigga, if a nigga say gonna donate some money to charity, I'll suck that shit up for a period. Let a nigga donate the money to charity.
Pause.
After that,
I tried to let it go, but I was like, you suck that shit up.
After a nigga donate the money to charity. After they donate the money to charity, it's back to fuck that nigga forever.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would have did it just for that, and it would have made you look really bad if you wasn't a man of your word for that shit. So I would have did it just for that, honestly.
Dr. Seuss,
and he could have
anybody could do that.
He could have taped it, so even if he fucked it up, like he could have
multiple takes.
He got it right.
He could have read something simple like one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's an easy one. It's hard to mess that up.
He could have memorized it. You know what I'm saying? Cat in the Hat with the
How many fish was it again, y'all? Before I do this next take.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, I'm gonna try it again.
I mean, hey, but you know what? That's also the same nigga that decided to go into Gucci, right, fresh after a ban. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really know this band was not gonna work, cause like nobody said nothing to Floyd. Like that nigga went straight into Gucci, and then all y'all niggas eventually hopped right back on Gucci's dick. And when I say Gucci, not Gucci Man, shout out to Gucci Man.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be smoking on me. But
you're not gonna say pause after that, but you gonna say pause to me? Okay, nigga. Bias. All right. Speaking of internet bias or bias in general,
you got that. You got that. Touche, my nigga.
Something more serious. There's a lot of bias going around about Chloe from Halle and Chloe. Now, the internet trying to make her feel bad because like she's been showing her body off more because she recently made her own IG because before they shared one, it's Chloe and Halle.
Yeah.
I had no idea which was which until she made her own.
I didn't know.
Then I was made very aware by her. I was like, hey, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like it. But apparently a lot of other people like it. I mean, it's good shit. But now she's getting a lot of backlash from people trying to be like, oh, why are you showing your body? Basically like women and some men out there is being like, oh, you can't be doing it. You're showing your body off, all that.
Allow me to cape for our beautiful black sisters, okay?
Go ahead.
I just feel like a lot of you niggas love to tell a chick what she can fucking do with her goddamn body. And y'all niggas also don't make sense because y'all push these chicks to be out here and get all kind of plastic surgery and have an OnlyFans, but then you get mad when she makes an M off the shit. You feel me? Now with Chloe, that's the one that has that's been showing her body more, right? Chloe was also the older sister out of the two. I've looked up the ages. I believe she is 22.
Yeah.
22.
She grown.
You got people that freaking reach 17 and a half and be showing their fucking tits and don't nobody say shit. But because y'all met her as a teenager and now she's 22 and she wants to show off her body a little bit, y'all got some shit to say. Alright. First of all, y'all need to take a whole big sip of shut the fuck up. Alright? That's how I feel.
And it's like they make grown music. They talk about like sexual stuff like that in their songs a little bit. And
not even dirty shit. Just a little more grown. Like their last album I actually listened to.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty decent. It's not my taste. Do It is fire though. I fucks with Do It. You know what I'm saying? And I fucks with the grown energy. I'm not against it at all. These are two adults. Like they're not even doing anything crazy sexy. You know what I'm saying? This ain't WAP energy. You know what I'm saying? For y'all niggas, for niggas that really got a problem with WAP, it's not even nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying? She's just out here exploring her sexuality a little bit. She's feeling a little more freer.
Also some provocative stuff, but that's normal. We don't even know crazy. Like she low key, in my opinion, I feel like she inspired the Silhouette Challenge. She just dropped a video of her dancing. Then there was another video where she was just walking around in her room. She had no pants on. I was like, alright. I'm saying you look nice though. But then like people got mad at that. It was like the thing that was killing me the most. I mean, like she was crying. I was like, oh, then the internet made you cry. They got the game fucked up. We'll stomp them niggas out.
Yeah,
niggas make you cry just with minding your business in your own house, trying to show your own body. The hell going on with y'all? And it's even worse. Like my timeline, it was so many tweets of like, like when people like post pictures of old tweets and be like, ain't this you though? Like, like the confident ain't this you is my favorite part of Twitter because when you get this you, it's always fire. Yeah. And it was so many people getting caught talking shit about her, like. Especially other women, they're like, I can't believe she's showing her body off like this, and then people be like, oh, ain't this you? And there'd be a picture of them half naked, posted like a selfie, and I'm like, what's the difference? Like, here's the difference. Where like, men ain't gonna respect you if you show your body, bitch. When you half naked in this pic in the mirror, like, so many of them tweets was just like people just want to talk shit because they got the internet on their side. They feel like they can hate on people for no reason, but it's like
them niggas really be biased, bro. It's like, it's like what? Okay, so y'all niggas go swimming in a robe or do you wear a bikini? Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? The thing that got me too is, I think since, this pandemic that her sister, shout out Black Excellence, her sister Haley is going to actually be Little Mermaid. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know that was actually a real thing. I knew it was like talked about, but
it's official.
So was Donald Glover being Black Spider-Man, but I'm still open to that.
That's not official. That's never been official.
But I would be okay with it. I'm not against it.
He can't do that no more. He's too old.
I know. But, black don't crack, so maybe. If he shaved a beard, he can still look young.
He too old. Plus, at this point, they've already got him and
I know.
they got him positioned to be Prowler, which is Black Spider-Man's uncle, the bad guy. You usually into Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
He'd be playing the uncle character at this point. That's who he was, and last time we seen him in Spider-Man.
Shout out Miles Morales. That's my nigga. That is my nigga. And Into Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man. I don't care what niggas got.
It's a great movie. It's excellent, dog. I had no faith in Sony making a good Spider-Man movie,
at all.
And they did it. They did it.
Excellent everything. Yeah. Excellent everything.
Yeah.
Everything. That's not even speaking down on the other Spider-Mans, because the other Spider-Mans are fire too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Into Spider-Verse is my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Solid. It's a great ass movie.
But back to Chloe. The thing that got me is she was like, I guess on IG Live talking to her sister, and sisterly love, they're two wholesome individuals, so they're just talking about being apart for like really the first time, and how it's affecting them. You know what I'm saying? Because black love is a thing, but then also people want to shit on anytime some black person speaks on how they really feel and expresses their emotions and shit. And exactly. She was speaking about how
I do it to him all the time. Every time a nigga want to talk about his feelings, I say, "Hey, bro, shut this shit up, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, boy? I don't care about your feelings." Like, at
least he's consistent with it. He's been there.
He's been
there since day one. You know what I'm saying? I make it like maybe with 3 breaks a year for me. I'm allowed to be emotional.
And he had tell me in advance. I could mentally prepare myself to not say mean shit when he start.
You know what I'm saying? But at least it's the same energy all the way. So it's I respect it. Y'all niggas be caping for who y'all want to cape for.
Exactly.
That's what I don't like. This biasness and this y'all yo. The thing that got me is when she was talking to her sister and like she was talking about how when she's showing off her body more, she's becoming more comfortable with herself, and she actually said that at one time she felt fat. I ain't gonna act like I've been watching them the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Like they've reached adulthood. Yeah. I'm a little older. Okay, I'm a lot older than they are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm on the. Just to give you a little glance on the younger sister. I got her by a decade. All right. I just look, black don't crack. So I haven't been watching them like that, but any pictures I've seen them, there's never been a time where Chloe has been anything close to fat. No. But I also know how women are and just how Hollywood is and how images are. You freaking eat a burger and all of a sudden you're fat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really bothers me is the fact that this is a woman that some people stay in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she don't feel that way no more. But some people stay in that shit. Some people stay in the fact that you could be skinny all over, but then like you got the smallest of pouches, and you feel like, oh my god, I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? She don't feel that way no more. But the fact that like she came from that, and now I guess expressing herself and showing her body makes her feel more comfortable, and niggas got shit to say. Like this is why we have people that go crazy in freaking Hollywood. This is why we have Britney Spears wilding out. Like every time I see her, I'm just like, yo, somebody help her. Like this is not, somebody hit her baby one more time. She's really, yo, somebody around her was really toxic, and I don't know how I feel about it. You feel me?
I'm just gonna move on so you don't do no more Britney songs. I think
she's not a girl, but she's not yet a woman. Basically, I cape for Chloe feeling good about herself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just of that belief. I can have my own opinions because I definitely have my own opinions of women and the women in my life and even my sisters, my black women. But I also understand that just because for one thing, I'm a man, so I can't tell you how to really feel about yourself because I don't understand your struggle. I can only feel like I understand it, but I can't be like, yo, I get it. You know what I'm saying? For 2 things, I'm just with. Like I was raised by my mother, and she ain't never need nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? She always did her own thing. She did what she wanted to do. I'm always with that energy for my sisters, for women in general, but especially my sisters. I'm always with them doing whatever the hell they want to do, especially if it ain't hurting nobody. Chloe showing off her body a little bit more. I don't think it's hurting a soul, especially when these IG models be showing everything but titties and ass. And then they still find ways to show that shit
on their OnlyFans.
Yeah, on their OnlyFans. Shit, sometimes through Instagram, they'll wear a see-through dress. Technically, it's still closed. I can see your fucking areola, everything, but nobody has shit to say about them. But then we have 2 people that are musically talented under Beyonce and shit.
Yeah, speaking of Beyonce, that's the thing that really gets me the most. Is like, you don't gotta entertain these niggas, boo. You know Beyonce. That's the ultimate flex. All you do is like, hold up. Do you know Beyonce? No?
Facts.
Fuck you talking to me for? Nigga, like, bitch, I know Beyonce. Personally. Beyonce co-signed me, nigga.
You dig?
The fuck?
You dig?
That's all you gotta say to shut a nigga the fuck up. Like, for real. But
and I don't even, like, shoot. And if y'all niggas want to really, like, I just want y'all to keep the same energy. Have one side and stay there. Because if y'all got a problem with her showing her body, then that means you have to have a problem with all the time Beyonce showing her body. You know what I'm saying? You and I grew up in the church, so anytime some shit like that happens, our church will make it a big deal.
True,
you know what I'm saying? They call it soft porn and shit, and they could be correct. But you know what? We grew up a certain way, so it's like we're not gonna look at it that serious until maybe we have kids. Then maybe we'll think about that shit that deep. But it's like we see video girls have mad scandalous clothes on all the time. We constantly fed that.
I think the difference is, like, I think we're actually past the era of video vixens, where that was the thing. Well, like some people's careers was just being in music videos. Now their career is just being on IG. So it's like, I think we're past the age where you can only be seen that way on TV. Now you're seen that way everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything about them is this.
Everywhere.
So it's like, I feel like it's different and it's more difficult to escape from it. But I don't think that she should ever feel bad about being herself and minding her damn business.
At all, especially if it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah. So.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not here on OnlyFans. She's literally growing up and becoming more comfortable in her own skin.
She on a whole show called Grownish. The show's not very good, but her and her sister on that show, being grown.
That's literally what the shit is.
The show's not very good. I don't like it. I don't want to go into it right here, but I don't like it.
I'll tell you what, if her and her sister were on Euphoria and how wild that shit is, would niggas have some shit to say then?
I mean, some people still don't realize that Zendaya's like 24 years old.
Yeah.
So they still see her as the girl that was on Disney.
That's the shit that has to stop. Y'all niggas gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop just because you grew up with these people. Realize, like, they're growing up. They're growing up in front of you. So don't come with the auntie syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Cause bruh, y'all be out here just I don't got no more words for y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas got me dead tight, B. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the biasness. Let Chloe be who she want to be, B.
Exactly. She's not that innocent.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having auntie syndrome. Y'all be the ones having these young ass boyfriends that just turned 18, but then when your nephew that just turned 18 want to be like, yo, let's go get some hoes, you be like, oh my God, Jeffrey. Mm-hmm. I knew you since you were this tall. How dare you? Like, they're people too. You know what I'm saying? She ain't out here Lori Harvey in the situations. I know y'all got a problem with that too.
So yeah, I think that pretty much covers all the interesting news this week.
That nigga gotta stop, man. That nigga's gotta stop.
That's gonna do it for hip hop shenanigans this week. And
one last thing. I'm not trying to see my black sisters crying no more because they have to have freaking struggles and battles with feeling comfortable in their own skin.
I mean, that's everybody.
I mean, they've been like popping from the start. Like, we gotta have a balance when there's people that everybody wants to be, and then they're like, I don't even like being me sometimes. Like, we gotta find a balance somewhere, man. You know Beyonce. That really is an ill ass.
That's all you gotta say, bro. Like,
I don't know what I'm gonna become in life when it's all over, but unless I meet Beyonce, there's gonna be some shit you can always hold over me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Chance said that shit. He's like, I met Kanye West. I'm never going to fail,
bro.
Cause like it's like, you just feel like, oh nigga, I'm that nigga. I've met Beyonce. I've met Kanye. I feel like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I go like, I love that moment when he had the freaking overalls on and he was like having an interview, showing that he's definitely somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't know where was it, the Grammys or something?
I think it was the Grammys. I think it was.
So he's at this event where somebodies are at, and he's an independent act making history. And when freaking Beyonce, all she does is just give him a slight shoulder touch.
That was it.
He turns around and was like, "Oh, that's Beyonce." I felt him every bit because I was like, "Nigga, we have admittedly said we respect Beyonce and everything and all the icons she is, but we're also not the biggest Beyonce fans." Though I ain't gonna lie, the Lion King soundtrack, I've been playing that shit. I love that. If that's not even a Beyonce album, that's my favorite Beyonce album ever. I fucks with that.
I'm bigger fans for other projects.
I'm not mad at that.
I do listen to Beyonce. I listen to Beyonce way more than Quan do. Like I listen to Beyonce. I have an older sister, so
I know the singles.
I didn't have a choice in what I heard for a good portion of my life, so I know all the R&B.
That's really how a lot of niggas get put on good R&B. So I'm not even mad at you.
Yeah,
That's how. Lo and behold, that's really how a lot of niggas know about respect HWV.
Yeah.
It's either their sisters or their sister's friend.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had no choice, nigga. Emancipation of Mimi be the fire album. This one's just like
no misses.
Yeah. Like,
No misses.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No misses. But yeah, fam, like, yo, I just want our sisters to feel more confident in themselves and not have niggas that are keyboard killers and really ain't got shit going on in their lives dictating how they feel and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I get that, and I want to talk about some niggas who do got some shit going on with their lives. Shout out to Trailing Nimbus, the niggas out there that sent me this hoodie. Trailing Nimbus, they are clothing makers. They are black owned. They got hoodies like this one, the Nimbus hoodie.
You know what I'm saying? You know that hoodie look good. Stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You see the color.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. Alright.
Look at the buckle on the
I
string.
ain't never had a hoodie this comfortable in my entire life, yo. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Like this is the most premium shit I own. I own 2 hoodies.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the best one I own. I've never felt a hoodie this soft. Like they sent this to me, it was quick. Sent it out on a Friday. Got here on a Monday. Been wearing it ever since.
You feel me, ladies? Don't you want to give this nigga a hug?
Exactly.
Only like a Care Bear. You feel me?
Care Bear. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is probably like the best hoodie I've ever owned. It's high quality, premium. It's got the metal aglets on the strings. It's got a very well lined drawstring hoodie. Like it's the softest hoodie I've ever owned.
It's the details.
Yeah, they hooked up pretty much everybody on the Dead End Gaming team. Shout out to Dead End Gaming. This is Sam Kev from that show. Yep, he's here too. It's crazy. He's everywhere, you know. He's that Kev guy. But yeah, they sent it out to me. I just want to give them a big shout out. They got t-shirts. They got hats. They got a lot. Next person I'm gonna try to trying to hook up my boy Quan over here. See if he's next on the list.
Cause this hoodie is not sponsored by Nimbus.
Nope.
This shit is on some other shit. And I would say what they from, but they ain't paying me, and I'm pretty sure they ain't black owned, so they don't get no words on this shit, because we support our own people. You feel me? Shout out to Nimbus. You know what I mean? That's a wonderful hoodie.
Shout out to Trailing Nimbus out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put their socials in the bio and all that. So.
You dig?
All right, now that we're done with our advertisements, now I can tell y'all about this week's battle. All right, so I chose this week's battle to be Calicoe versus Brizz Rawsteen. I chose Calicoe because he recently, recently dropped a diss track at all of battle rap. I don't know if you heard it or not.
I ain't heard it, but
it came out like a month ago. It's called WWF.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It came out with a diss track. It made waves in the battle rap community. Niggas was talking about it. So, and then Easy the Block Captain, you know, Shaq's favorite battle rapper right now, he made a response to it. Niggas was talking about that. And now Head Ice made a response to that. So
okay, there we go. Now we with somebody. And now we with it. Now I'm on board.
Yeah, so it's like Calicoe kind of started a wave, you know what I'm saying? Because Calicoe basically in his diss track, for the people who haven't heard it, he was just like, man, fuck all these battle rap niggas. Y'all niggas ain't real, all that shit. He was like, I don't even fuck with y'all like that. I was like, I don't call y'all niggas bros. I'm just here about the money. I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. That's basically what the whole track is about. And so, you know what I'm saying, Easy made his response talking about, nigga, I ain't scared of nobody and all that. So like after Calicoe did that, it made waves. I was just like, all right, we can mention Cal right quick. We ain't talk about Cal in a minute. He didn't really make it, and anything we talked about besides the Lux thing. When I talked about that last episode about the Lux, was like, all right, we spoke on Cal in a minute. And Cal's name is Cal. People talk about Cal because of his diss tracks. So like, we need to talk about Cal's battles too. Yeah. And then Brizz Rawsteen is who he's battling in this video. Brizz Rawsteen. What's on my nose? Goddamn, what's on my nose? Anyway.
A lot of swag going on, huh?
I'm just too comfortable in this hoodie.
You feel me?
But Brizz, he hasn't battled in a minute. He was supposed to battle Mook last year, but that got rescheduled because I think it was something going on with Brizz's family. Like last minute, it got rescheduled. So then that's when Mook ended up battling Tay-Rock instead. So we ain't seen a Brizz battle since he had that I think it was since the altercation with Mook and them.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah. But Brizz, hopefully Brizz come back this year. We hope to see him back in the ring soon. And then, yeah, that's about it. That's all the backs we really need.
Yeah, Brizz Rawsteen, definitely a name that I hear all the goddamn time. And it's funny because this is, you know, my first time ever hearing him spit.
Oh, so this ain't honestly.
It's definitely a name I hear all the time.
This isn't his best work.
This isn't?
Nah, it's not. I wasn't even. I don't know about you, but I wasn't that big on this battle. I thought it was decent.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know Calicoe. You know what I'm saying? We were definitely around and watching him cook shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before the Loaded Lux mishap of his career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I know what Calicoe brings to the situation. I remember I think I've even said on this that like the reason I like Geechee Gotti is Geechee Gotti kind of reminds me of almost a little bit of a better Calicoe.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like when the nigga rapping, I believe him. He's good at his raps, but I also believe him. So it brings an extra element to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But Calicoe, well respected. You know what I'm saying? Does his thing. And I just like the way he be disrespecting niggas without even meaning to disrespect. Like he just walks. Like I like niggas that walk in the room like I'm not afraid of like nobody. And he's not even trying to prove it. It's just like when just it's not on you, it's in you. You move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And even in this battle, like I like when he would just walk past Brizz and just walk right in front of his whole crew. I'm like, niggas don't do that. Niggas ain't front line. You know what I'm saying? When shit get popping, everybody back up. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't like chest and niggas be like, yo, what's going on? What's up? Like, niggas don't do that shit. But then they do all this gun talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like when niggas spit that shit, but then like when shit get cracking or when energy is out there, them niggas really move like that too. You know what I'm saying? And with Brizz, I feel like I kind of biasly liked him because there was just elements to his style that I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know he was from Jersey. Nah. But I figured he was probably from up north.
No, I think he from like Virginia or something like that. I don't think he's from Jersey directly. He one of them niggas he rep multiple states at the same time type niggas.
Calicoe did say that shit.
Yeah, where's T-Top from? I think it's like Virginia or something like that. He from one of the places, I think it's North Carolina. He like from the same place that T-Top from. So like he one of them niggas like T-Top kind of brought in the game.
Got you.
So yeah, so he not even from Jersey.
But his style reminds me of like a up north nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like from the delivery to like even the way he raps. Like I ain't gonna lie, the way he raps like reminds me of old like mixtapes. Like just how niggas put extra words in there that really like grammatically don't mix, but for the sake of a rap they work type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a music head and I've been listening to many mixtapes since like the early 2000s and shit, you know what I'm saying? G-Unit, D-Block, and Dipset days. And I feel like he kind of reminds me of that a little bit, so I kind of like that about him. And even just, you know, like the one thing I really liked about him was delivery. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of our categories. We'll get to that later. But I like his style, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was a decent matchup between the two. Now, this battle was interesting because it definitely started off one way. It was like a topsy turvy thing. Like it wasn't like a straight, like consistent, like shit switched. Like it was on one person's side, then another person's side, then the energy shifted back and forth a few times.
I get what you're saying. Cause like, all right, we can go into the round. So it started off. Brizz went first. The crowd didn't give a fuck what Brizz had to say in this first round.
Yeah, they wasn't like booing him or nothing, but it was like it was not. They was not feeling. They felt like it wasn't his best work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it made it even funnier when he made some kind of Detroit reference where he was just like, "We're gonna beat your ass from the 3rd mile to the end," and then Calicoe was like,
"That's not
how it works." Like he's like, the miles start at 5. They start at 5 miles.
They was like, "You gotta do your research.
You gotta do your research,
bro. Google is your friend, bro." Like, that shit was funny as fuck.
And that was like in the first 45 seconds of his round.
It was mad early. Yeah. The whole side was like, bro, that's not Detroit.
All them niggas like that.
That shit was funny as fuck, bro.
And so then, like after that, the crowd was just like, "All right, nigga, what else you gonna say after that?"
Niggas like, "This nigga didn't even do research."
Yeah, like so after that, I feel like his round, that first round was just okay. Keep it 100 with you, just okay.
It was straight. Straight.
And then Cal just started rapping, and the crowd was in love with all. Cause like Calicoe, he's a big name. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Calicoe. Yeah. That nigga, all he do is just start talking, and the crowd was hyped. It was dick riding. He had to keep taking pauses and shit.
I had to check. I was like, I seen it in the description. They don't say where it is, but I was like, "Yo, was that in Detroit or something?"
I don't know. It felt like it the way the niggas was eating out of his hand like that.
It definitely felt like it was Detroit for a second because I was like, I don't know where this place is, but they like them some Calicoe, man.
Yeah, so Calicoe, I feel like he had a solid round. I don't think it was crazy. It wasn't that good. I feel like it was better than Brizz's first round. So if I was to like judge like round for round, which we usually don't do, I get first round of Calicoe so far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it might have been help from the hype.
Help from
Because they was feeling it.
Yeah.
So it was definitely hype around. It was some gas around Calicoe's round.
Yeah. So then in the second, Brizz had a much better round than his first. His second round, he needed to ramp it up, and he did. His second round was much better, and he had some pretty solid Calicoe name flips. I'd say like, his second round was mainly centered around name flips, for real.
Yeah. Was that the round where he did the freaking the clean Calicoe shit?
Yeah.
Now that shit was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was one step above the wrap around, because this wraps around. And what made it worse is he brought it back. I skipped it. I didn't want to hear that shit again. I hate when the niggas mans is behind him like, run that shit again. I was like, no. And they started running it back again. I was like, that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool for the first go around, but it was like once he got through it, I was like, I'm glad that's over. You know what I'm saying?
And then Cal went, and
the rest of that round was fire.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Calicoe went, and I was like, feel like Calicoe's second wasn't that special.
It wasn't.
He was just up there. I literally in my notes I put not that special, just okay. I didn't write anything else distinguishing or interesting about his second.
He was doing good until he hit the high note. For some reason, niggas did not like the high note.
They did not.
I didn't think it was that bad, but like niggas really did not like the high. And then I ain't gonna lie, it didn't even felt like he lost some confidence at that point. Like niggas started to be like, whoa, like fam. And they was like, y'all didn't like the high note? Y'all didn't like it? He tried to get confident again, but I felt a difference. Like from that point on, I felt like he didn't feel the same. Because he was in his bag, even when the crowd like wasn't feeling that much. Like, he was still doing him. He wasn't letting that stop him.
Yeah.
But then after the high note, that's when things, the switch, that's when the Will Smith switch happened. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit was, whew.
Exactly.
They didn't really care about his round after that. They almost didn't let him finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so much Brizz had to be like, yo, chill, relax. Like, and Brizz just came fresh off feeling like the crowd was biased against him.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah, he definitely won. He won the crowd back in the second.
Yeah.
And then the third.
Yo, in the third, Brizz went it, and I think he said one line. Niggas was like, oh, it was like, yo, niggas really switched. Niggas loved Brizz after that.
It was weird. So like the third, I put the third was maybe his best round.
Oh, it was definitely. I know that third was by far his best.
Yeah.
Like, cause even some of the simple shit he was saying was hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas said, if you was skinny dipping with 6 bitches, why your man take a picture of your naked ass?
Yeah.
Bruh. It was a good question, bro. It
was a good question.
And he was like, "No, I ain't saying that's gay, but I would assume." he was on fire in that third round. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't like crazy work, but like just as far as energy and what he was saying, he was on fire compared to the rest of the battle. He was on fire.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with that third round for real. That was definitely his best.
And then Cal's third round, the nigga was just up there rapping. Like, he was legit just up there rapping. And like, it wasn't even like he was rapping at that nigga. He was just up there rapping.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, what mixtape verse is this?
That's what I'm saying. It felt like a verse. Like, cause I'm telling you wrong, all their rounds technically verses, but you know what that means.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, that shit felt like, it felt like he was doing the Cassidy shit. Where it's not even aimed. It's just good. Anywhere else, these would be good bars. But in this battle, these bars are not enough, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, it was maybe to like halfway through his round where he finally started getting like some traction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe halfway through he started getting like some get back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And even then it felt a little late, but I guess he ended on a good note so you could still look good. You know what I'm saying? Because he was definitely talking this shit in the beginning. Yeah. He was talking this shit like, nigga, when nigga went straight to smack, he was like, nigga, why you keep putting me with these children? I'm the best to ever do this. And I was like, it's not with this battle. It's not with this battle.
Not at all. But yeah, his third was probably his weakest round. No, I'm thinking back. I think his second was his weakest round. His third was just the weirdest.
Yeah, it was the weirdest. Side note to Calicoe, all respect to Calicoe because I still rock with him. He's still definitely a great battle rapper even now, but nobody can ever tell me that he was anywhere near the same after Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux took one of his Infinity Stones like that. that nigga has never been the same since. Like, not even close. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I agree he hasn't been at that level since. I've seen him body niggas still, but like it's not the same no more. Like, he don't got as much hype on this now. I feel like, I don't know, it's weird, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, Cal's still a big name. Cal still out raps a lot of niggas when he wants to.
Sure.
But
for sure. For sure.
Want to get into the scores?
Yeah, we get into these scores, man.
Crowd control.
Now for Brizz, I'll say right now, these scores are a little. Our scores might be a little bit different because, like I said, the energy switched so much. So it's like it's almost gonna be depending on how we feel. You know what I'm saying? Because like both of these niggas roller coastered through this battle. So I'm gonna give Brizz on crowd control. I'll give him a 4. You know what I'm saying? Like it started off being pretty 3-ish, and then he got the crowd back towards the end. Okay. So I'll give him a 4 for that. Now Calicoe, I gave him silence on my phone. Okay, so I gave Calicoe a 4. I did, and I felt like it was barely a 4. I wouldn't feel like giving him a 3 because the crowd was definitely on him in the beginning, and it wasn't like they completely. Well, in the second round, they damn near completely turned on him. But then, like at the end of the third, he got it back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was just above a 3, like 3.9, and we just estimated. You know what I'm saying? Like it was barely a 4, but it was a 4 in my opinion.
For my crowd control, I gave both these niggas a 3.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Like you said, like the crowd started flip flopping, and after a while, it was hard to tell who they liked more. So, but neither one of them had like crazy crowd reception because Cal only had that in the first. After the first, it was back to you a regular old nigga type energy. So I couldn't give either of them the slight. Neither one of them had a 5.
Oh, no, not at all.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
Barely a 4. So like you said, barely a 4. So it's like by the end, it felt like the crowd was even on both of them niggas, and they was give them a 3. Just slap a 3 across the board and call it a day on that one. That's it.
If we did decimals, it would have been 3.5.
Yeah.
It was barely a 4. Now for delivery, I will openly say I'm probably biased with Brizz a little bit because I almost want to give him more, but I gave him a 4 because I feel his delivery is good. It just felt like it works for me in a weird way. It works for me. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of old mixtape days. You know what I'm saying? The freaking Sycamore. You know what I'm saying? DJ Clues. The freaking what other mixtape DJs dropping? The freaking the affiliates.
Don Cannon.
The freaking DJ K Slaves. You know what I'm saying?
Trapaholics.
You know what I'm saying? Big Mics. It just reminds me of mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of when the Lots were still getting artists and having niggas, you know what I'm saying, perform at freaking Hot 97 in dirty hoodies and shit, fresh off a drill and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it brought me back to an older time. Don't know why.
I don't know either.
It brought me there. Like Calicoe, I gave him a 4. You know, Calicoe at this point he's a vet, doing his thing. He knows how to deliver his shit, but it was definitely far from perfect. So I gave him a 4. It was good, but not perfect.
Delivery, I gave Calicoe a 4, and I gave Brizz a 3.
Not mad at that.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't that big on this battle. I watched it all the way through. I was like, all right, it's some decent shit in here, but neither one of these niggas is doing anything to make me feel like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with neck and neck battles, but like I said, this battle just felt average to me. And I was like, y'all niggas are better than average. So I don't know what's going on here. So,
yeah.
So I gave Calicoe 4, gave Brizz a 3. So whatever. Haymakers, what you got?
Haymakers, I gave Brizz a 4. So his shit was, decent. It was fair. It's fair.
And he only got better with each round, so it was like, if the first round he didn't really had any good shit, but like by the third he had built up some solid bars in there, some good shit. Yeah.
I did like the catching on cam killer season. You know what I'm saying?
Come home with me, right? He's a come over.
Come home, come home with me. Yeah. And then niggas like niggas call my queens niggas power of the dollar, old 50. Maybe that's also why like we brought the old mixtapes. I was like, he was referencing like shit that I would know. You know what I'm saying? Shit that's very before 2018, which is when this battle came out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now Calicoe for Haymakers, I gave him a 4. He started off good.
then
just kind of declined.
Yeah, just start just talking after a while.
I don't even know if his other shit would have been a 5, but like I said, it does something special to me when you rap good, but then I also can believe you. And when a nigga just walk past, bro, when he was walking past Brizz and like, nigga, I didn't even see Tay Rock in the crowd. I
ain't see Tay Rock at first either.
And he was still walking up to him right next to Graf, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know who Graf is, Graf's the one that always wears mad Fendi clothes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He gotta have a partnership. That nigga's been wearing Fendi for mad years before I even knew what that shit was. But shout out to Graf. But nigga was just walking up on T-Top and Tay Rock like he was battling them too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I respect niggas that just walk past the main nigga and walk straight to the crew like, yo, like.
It also helps. It also helps that Calicoe's a really tall person. I've seen him in person. That nigga is really tall.
Yeah, that makes me believe. I ain't gonna lie. I like these Detroit niggas, bro. Detroit niggas be the only niggas that have high voices and still sound tough. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing about T Grizzly's voice sounds like threatening, but then like when I'm hearing this nigga on No Effort, I'm like, that nigga shot people. You know what I'm saying? He kills people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yo, I feel real pain and real shit in that nigga voice.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So for my scores, Haymakers, I gave Calicoe a 3 because I don't know. He started off fire in the first, and then slowly but surely his Haymakers just dwindled into I'm just starting talking so I could finish my rounds. It felt like.
Definitely.
And Brizz, I gave Brizz a 4 because I felt like Brizz only got better with each round while Cal declined with each round. It was an inverse operation. So. I had to give the edge to Brizz on Haymaker wise. So even like Brizz didn't say nothing super duper crazy, but it was just like, nigga, I can see you putting in more effort here than the other guy. And it was like, I can't give you a 3 because I gave him a 3. I could have gave Cal a 2, but it was like Cal actually he said real shit. So it's like,
yeah, so you gonna feel it a little bit.
Yeah. So
sure.
I gave him a 3, and I gave Brizz a 4. Zone.
Now zone on this one. It's also weird because, like I said, there's been a roller coaster for both sides. I will say for zone, I think I gave a Brizz a 4. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it started off a little rough for him, but then he got it together. Mm-hmm. Calicoe, I gave him a 4 because he started off good and then fell apart a little bit, and then got it back like the second half of the third. So, yeah. I
gave Cal a 3 again, and then I gave Brizz a 4 again because, like I said before, like it's an inverse operation. One nigga did better, the other nigga did worse. So it was weird. It was just like Cal's better than that, and like remember in the second he almost messed up his second too.
Yeah.
He almost choked his second, but then he re-spit it and he caught his rhythm again. So which is weird.
Yeah, he had to go back mad far. That's why he almost got a 3. All these 4s I've given Calicoe are barely.
Yeah.
Like they're barely 4s. Like it's by the skin of his teeth.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I said at the top of this battle, like this was neither one of them niggas' best work. I was like, this is just weird. Like it's like, did y'all niggas find out about this battle like a week or 2 ago? Like what's up?
Yeah.
Like both y'all niggas is better than this.
For sure, they're better than that. But yeah, so.
Calicoe got a 13, which is a C, and Brizz got a 14, which is a B off my scores.
For me, they both got 16s. I think it's a tie because it's like I can't really say one side won and one side didn't. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody says another side won, I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, this is one of the lowest scores I can give out in a minute.
For sure. We don't get into these bars though. Brizz. You mad soft. Smack through you in the backyard with the attack dog to eat your mask off. Who got bath salts? Big shells on me, but I still cut from the sides like crab claws. Mad bars. These worse than the ones your dad saw behind them crack laws. I don't slack off. Act smack, dog. All year I've been on my shit like cat paws. I like that shit. Mm-hmm. Now Calicoe. They say Brizz been snapping while I'm snapping. So we don't care what y'all do when he go. Just be cool when I'm rapping. Send my dudes to contact him. Be a fool, them nines clapping. This 40 will catch him on the path to success and sidetrack him. Them chopper bullets do backflips, somersaults, some winter tactics. Bring a shovel, bury him, and cover tracks with. I fuck with that. I was gonna write. There was more he went into too, but I didn't wanna write all that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was going into the shit. He was going in at that point. I think that was all first round, all first verse. You feel me? Yeah, decent showing from both sides. Cool shit. Not the best I've seen, but it was still decent. I was fairly entertained.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into our artist of the week.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go first, Nimbus.
I kind of prefaced it before that this was gonna happen, and Pooh Shiesty. Shiesty season just dropped with us today. Today is the 5th. So it did drop like basically last night at midnight. I don't know why I thought it was yesterday. Shiesty season. It is like for me, it's Shiesty. Dog, this shit bumps. Like I told y'all niggas the other week I like Pooh Shiesty, and I meant that shit. He's one of my favorite niggas out of the new 1017. So that's my artist of the week again. I told y'all niggas it was coming. I gave y'all like a week or two to prepare yourselves mentally, and now we here. So I hope you was ready.
Told y'all niggas. Told y'all.
For Shiesty season. So that's my artist of the week. So you can tell the niggas what you got to say. Watch this nigga say.
Let him hear that bullshit you've been writing.
Watch this nigga say. My artist of the week is the Locks. I'm always prepared for Quan to say something real New York out of nowhere. Even when New York niggas ain't even dropping nothing, he gonna still find a way to talk about them niggas. He gonna be like, yeah, you know, my artist of the week. You know, I always gotta talk about my man Big L. I'm like, what? What? This is weird.
Well, speaking of New York niggas, Fabio Foreign's album gonna be coming out soon. The Bible, you know what I'm saying? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Album coming out soon. You feel me? I don't know when, but niggas just been promoting the shit, and the nigga been retweeting or Insta storying people's shit asking for the album. So, you know, shout out to Fabio Foreign. Cause you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Queen's Flip used to be Mr. Bias. I might take his crown, son. I'm Mr. Bias on this shit, I don't care. But my artist of the week is ESTG, who actually hails out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, I've heard him because of you. You be playing him.
Yeah.
He sounds decent.
That nigga shit is fire, I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's definitely somebody, you know, name getting hotter and hotter. You know what I'm saying? He's I think he's signed to Generation Now, which is DJ Drama's label. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He got a remix out with Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? I think he just signed to CMG actually too. He just signed to CMG. You know, CMG, I don't know what them niggas be signing for, but every time they sign a nigga, there's mad money involved, so, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, ETSG, fire dude, you know what I'm saying? If I could describe him, he kind of has like a trap Detroit sound, but like less Detroit, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with him, you know, it's like, it's one of them shits, if you like trap shit, you like that gangster shit, you can't not like this dude. Like, he has everything you want, you know what I'm saying? He has the story of like one of them niggas that was running his hood when he was, you know, active in the streets. So he's gonna talk that big shit, that ill shit. You know what I mean? Shit that the street niggas love. So ESTG. It's EST and then GEE.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's my artist of the week.
Cool. I think if you're spelling it for some people definitely would have best that.
Yeah, because it definitely just sounds like 4 letters.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a quick check in my head to make sure we rank all the important stuff.
While you doing that, let me do a quick plug for my shit.
Do it, player. Do it, player.
You know what I mean?
Do it to him. Do it to him. One time. For the one time.
You already know what's going on. You
tell him.
This right here. If you need to know where to find some beats, nigga.
Oh shit! I was just thinking about getting some beats.
Nigga. You know what I'm saying? I sell beats, nigga.
He
with my
beats.
IG name and all that shit. You know what I mean? You want to know where you can buy these hoodies? They ain't on sale, my nigga. This is a 1-of-1, nigga. You know what I mean? I got it made myself.
You wanna know
but if
what?
I niggas want to, I might look into doing that shit because I feel like I know the spot where I can you know, make some of these. May not be the Nimbus quality, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get to that level one day. Shout out to black owned businesses over here. That shit look real. You know what I'm saying? Look at the metal on the shit, my nigga.
Yeah, shout out to the metal aglets over there at Trailing Nimbus. If you want to know where to buy my hoodie at, put the link in the description. Shout out to people over there at Trailing Nimbus. I'm saying trailingnimbus.com. It's black owned. They make great stuff. A lot of their stuff is space themed as well. So it's like really dope stuff, yo.
You know what I mean? That's why it's called Nimbus. That shit is fly. You know what I mean?
It's in the clouds.
How did Goku travel before he learned to fly, nigga? He had Nimbus, nigga.
It's very true.
Y'all niggas don't know, man. You know what I mean? When niggas got metal clips on the freaking strings, they care about the customer, my nigga.
It's premium.
You know what I'm saying?
This is some premium shit.
That's some premium shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Nigga look like a whole milkshake over here, B. You feel me?
Exactly, nigga. Exactly. Nigga.
Tell your bitch get a taste, nigga. You feel me?
And if you want to know where to get a taste at, hit me up on my socials at High Tower Power One, so you can find me. Where can they find you at, my partner? Down?
You can find me, you know what I'm saying, at your broad crib discussing Jesus and shit. But if you want to find me online, you know what I mean, at SAYQUAND, you know what I'm saying? I sell beats, you know what I mean, and I wear dirty hoodies, nigga. You know what I mean? When I'm getting money, I can get a new one or get this shit dry clean some shit. But until then, nigga, the white's gonna have stains on it. You feel me?
I really appreciate how you said talking Jesus and shit. I can't think of last time somebody put Jesus and curse words in a sentence together.
And the Lord knows my heart, my G. You feel me? You know what I mean? Find me on all socials, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. That's where I be most of the time. Twitter, I'll see you. Facebook, I'll reply to you next year.
Yep. And if you want to talk to the show directly, which is still us, by the way, you know what I'm saying?
You did?
At Hold It Down Pod, you know what I'm saying? The IG, the Twitter, the movement. Shout out to Dead End, the label.
The label, you know what I'm saying? Pod a Lot Records, you feel me? We out here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Whenever you feel comfortable, just decide to hit your boys up because, you know what I'm saying? Talk to us, we talk back.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, we on, like I said, the HID Boyz and HD, you know what I'm saying? We on YouTube now.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I try to keep a mental note of that so I can say it in the beginning because that's really what YouTubers do, say it in the beginning.
They do say
because, you know, niggas be having ADD and they don't really last until this far in the podcast. So at least you can get that shit early off. So we're going to try to be better at that, you know what I'm saying? We still getting used to having the camera on us, you know what I'm saying? I've been trapping for a long time. I'm not used to being around cameras and microphones, you know what I'm saying? I don't even talk like this. That's a lie. I talk when I want to, nigga. You feel me?
Which is all day.
All day, nigga.
Yeah, for the people who are just audio listeners, in case you're wondering, when does this go up? So the audio drops every Saturday.
On a Tuesday, nigga. I live in Macomb, nigga.
That is not true. The audio drops.
The
audio drops every Saturday, and then the YouTube drops the Monday. Right after this, like 2 days later, boom, you get to see the shit you were just listening to.
You dig? We out here, you know what I'm saying? We doing things, putting things together, you know what I mean? We doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? New year, same us, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Same thugs, same niggas, new hoodies, you know what I'm saying? Drink water, all that shit.
Exactly. And while you out there, just remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Pip, pip, dilly do, niggas.